What's up, everybody? This is day 30 of documenting my whole e-com journey. If you are new here, my name is Kevin Shaw. I'm a junior in college. I've been documenting my entire e-com journey for the past month. And for this e-com journey, I'm not doing dropshipping since I've been putting the text right there, not dropshipping. So it's actually not dropshipping, not branded dropshipping either, like none of that. It's because we are actually building a product, not from scratch, because we have done from research to suppliers to basically the entire process of starting an e-com brand, and then starting a brand that can be able to like scalable, and then to potentially even exit the brand in the future when it hits 7-8 figures, even 9 figures. So at this point, I am currently at the stage where I'm testing out the product, trying out the product, not testing out the product, trying out the product if it's good or not, because both of the samples are like here, like right in front of me, and then I'm gonna need to try them out. But the thing is, we're gonna need to get into in depth, like deep dive into like even more details with the suppliers. Right now, I still cannot say what product this is or what kind of niche, what kind of like specific niche that we're in right now, as of right now. But I believe a month later or even earlier, I'm able to like talk about what it is, what's like the products that we're building, what's the brand that we're building. However, we're gonna need to adjust a lot of things. Today, I did the whole day of building my entire backend system, and then about to make a bunch of adjustment with like the entire product itself. So a bunch of the things that we need to adjust in order to not even like reduce the cost, because this whole thing is gonna cost too much for us to start all this brand since we have a budget. But we can either like keep this product and then we're gonna start another product that's gonna be correlated to the initial product that we're doing, and then use another product, just build the one product to start out, and then we're gonna need to like find like micro influencers. We're gonna need to find like the people who are able to like market it, So we're gonna need to start out with that, because in order to build this brand, like fast and like scale like fast before like November. And the reason why I say November is like it's gonna be Black Friday, and then it's only like about 2 months and a week it's gonna be Black Friday, and we're gonna need to catch the time before that. So this is kind of like a little sprint. This whole brand is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Like when you're building something, when you're building a brand, when you're building like a business, the whole thing is a marathon. It's not a sprint. But you also need to go fast and efficient and put in the work every single day in order to get to the point where you actually want it. Because I'm literally gonna be sacrificing my whole, since I talked about I'm in college, right? I'm gonna sacrificing, like I'm never gonna internship in my life ever. And obviously I have like some plans for that already, because if this doesn't work out, which this will work out, I don't care what's gonna happen, I'm gonna make this work. But I always have a plan for stuff that, for myself, I always have a plan for stuff like important for yourself, if that makes sense from like this point. So yeah, and then for the past month, I learned about how to do like market research, how to do like very in-depth, how to find the right supplier for us to do like long term, and then plus the supplier who will like verify, and then like the manufacturing is like good standing point, good like standards, and then with a bunch of US verification, and then yeah, a bunch of like this and that, all the regulation and all that stuff. So our product, obviously we're gonna need to work with this one supplier first, and then see in the future we're gonna switch to a different one, and which we're gonna lock in for a long term for that. So till this point, so far this journey, I've lost 7,500, because this is not the first time I like started my own e-com brand, like dropshipping brand, e-com brand specifically, because just a little bit over 4 months ago, around 4 or 5 months ago, I'm telling you a little story time because one of the guy on Twitter, because I like replied to his post. I guess like a couple of weeks later, he texts me if I need any help with any like mentorship, if I want to start any brand with them. I say yes, and then I was seeing his like records and all the things he has done. He has done like 2 million monthly sales, and obviously I can't like say what it is. I can't say who it is, because I can't. It's just like, I guess, like privacy. I don't wanna, not right now. So as time goes on, we initially signed the contract, talked about like partnership and then slash mentorship. And within the contract, within the specific amount of money, we're gonna need to basically pay him for him to like mentoring me, while like the whole thing is like the mentoring me and then being a partnership with me. So I spend most of my time building that brand and then have some calls here and there almost like every single day. But as the time goes on, the calls get reduced because I wasn't able to have that much time because I was doing some program from my school in order for me to graduate earlier, because that was my choice. I want to graduate early so I can just like get out of school. But at that point, building a product every single day, just putting like specific product every single day, and then as the time goes on, a little over 3 weeks ago, I was just like from now, like 3 weeks ago, so around early the first week of September, I made the decision. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna be able to have any more money for this brand to run, because I thought the money I was like initially investing in was gonna be put into this brand, which it's not. So at this point, yes, that's some money right there. And then other than that, I also want to like keep my own money that I have made from the past. From like another like quick long story short is I've done dropshipping before, and then I've made some money from it, and then the money I've made, I'm gonna put it into the investment into this brand, like fully, almost like fully, because in order to make this work, this is the whole point of one of the reasons why I want to document this entire journey, is because I want to show it's like possible, putting the money into this, now lead the investment for the brand I want to build, and also the investment for myself in order for me to learn, because I'd rather be a student at this age. I'm like 20, right? And then at this age, I want to be the student. I don't want to be like the people out there with a really high ego, be like, oh, I've made like certain amount of money and then you should buy my course and this and that. That's just not who I am. And I want to be able to like learn in like as much as possible, just getting all the information that I need to understand in e-com space, in business space, in life. I'm willing to learn, just like put my head down, like actually work towards something and stick to one thing for long enough. Because another long story short, part 3, I've done many different businesses before. I've like tried out every single business you have ever think of, like dropshipping, like very beginning, right? But I came back to dropshipping after trying all those businesses, like dropshipping, clothing brand, crypto, SMMA, social media marketing, and then just a bunch of stuff you can think of, like even like media buying, all those sort of stuff. None of them worked out until a couple months ago, like a while ago, like very while ago, since even before I had a contract with the guy. Like I was doing like specifically dropshipping, and then at that time I was also documenting my journey, right? But I had to stop in the middle because I was doing that program. I wasn't able to like locked in and this and that. Just so much like things going on. I cannot just lock in on this like one single thing. So the plan was that let me just have this one last summer for me to do this exchange program in Europe, right? And then for me to like see around what's like really out there, what's like really like how much money how much money is out there, I've seen like people with like insane, huge, like through huge yachts, like 9-figure yachts. I've seen it like right in front of my face. Like if they're able to, if someone is able to make that type of money and then buy that yacht, or maybe it's like a business, or maybe they just rent a yacht, but like it doesn't really matter, you know. They are able to be on that yacht, chilling with their family in the middle of nowhere in the Mediterranean. You know how sick that is. And then not only that, I've seen a bunch of financial systems in like, I guess like centralized, I guess that's where it's like mostly from, and it got spread like throughout the world from that too. And then like private jet and all the other things are like material things. So there are a lot of money out there, and I was like, you know what, I have seen it, I've seen everything. There's anything is possible, you know, anything is possible. I don't want to hear what anyone want to say about like anyone like just like, okay, I'm scared to take the risk. Like, are you a fucking pussy? Okay, sorry for saying a slur, but like, are you a fucking pussy? Like, try something out for once in your life to make something happen. If you really want to make something happen, if you like, say for example, if you want to get that girl, you actually go like, you really want to try to talk to her and then like get everything worked out, right? Same with like business. If you actually want to make this business, if you actually want to get rich, if you put all your energy into it, it's just like how you put all the energy into one girl. You are gonna be able to get to the point where you really want it. Initially you say you are gonna do, you say you want to achieve, you know. At the end of the day, it's all about your action. And then the fastest way to make something happen is by actually doing it, instead of sitting right there just listen to people talking, you know. Like, this is like one of the mistakes I've made in the past, not only jumping around different businesses, but also like spend so much time watching all the information on YouTube just to learn, okay, what I should do, what I should not do, instead of actually doing it, actually in the process of doing something, you know. So yeah, that's very important point when you are gonna like start out with like building a business, building whatever you're building, personal brand too. Like, I'm been posting every single day. I know I can be very consistent because I literally have done it before. And I've seen people like made it, but like they don't have to worry about their future anymore because of the things they have built. They put in the effort, the time they put in, the things that they said they were going to do, the things that they had write it out in their little notebook, you know, and then they made it work. So anything is possible. Some people, I've literally seen the whole story of like some of them it takes them less than a year to figure everything out and then make that amount of money. So if they can do it, I can do it, you can do it if you stay till this point of the video. And one last couple of things, like little quick now. This whole weekend I did not step out of my apartment. Like, I just like have all the groceries at home, cook for myself, and then I have like gym downstairs. I usually go downstairs. Like, I did not step out of the apartment, which is like part of the process, you know. Like, you're gonna be experiencing that when you are just like starting out. Like, I'm literally experiencing it right now. Like, and I mean, like, when I go to school at one of the biggest party school in America, and then there are a lot of distractions out there, and I have to say no. So that's also part of it. And you will feel kind of like loneliness, alone, like all of that. Those are really more normal, you know. Those are like nothing big. Like, you shouldn't be able to worry about that. And then you need to spend more time with yourself. You need to spend more time and to be comfortable of like being alone and being able to understand what you really want in your life. but I would be a really good mindset coach if that's the thing. Like I think that is the thing. Like someone is actually out there selling the mindset coach program, so you can literally create any type of business, and then you just need to understand how to do marketing. I feel like marketing is just the most important part of like saying, like for example, Brett, is just saying like freelance brand scaling. That's basically like media buying, you know. But he changed it, kind of like switched her name a little bit, and he just like a genius at marketing. Like you can't say he's like selling courses and all that. Like the thing about courses is like, if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to put in the time into invest yourself into certain things, certain like courses, certain information, in order to get to your destination faster, in order to have the map for you to get to your destination. So if that makes sense right there. So yeah, that's officially day 30, and I'm gonna start vlogging more, because not gonna lie, I don't want to keep doing like in front of the desk type shit. Yeah, and I also need to do a Q&A videos. I feel like I have to do a Q&A videos, even though I only have 80 something subs. It's going like pretty relatively slow than my other channel I have done documenting journey before, but combined, because I'm also at the same time at this point also building a personal brand behind myself, I guess like me, because I've been done a lot of the editing for my own stuff and this and that, and then it's gonna be very beneficial. So it's a good way to build a personal brand, but I just need to figure out how am I gonna like create the actual good video. The editing doesn't even need to be crazy, you know. It can literally just be like me like yapping about life or just like anything. But I didn't need to like figure out the algorithm, see how I'm gonna like figure it out, and just like boost everything in the next like by the end of the year, you know. So yeah, the journey continues. I don't want to stop. I'll never stop, because this is the whole point of it, of like documenting my entire journey, and you guys see the process and transparent. And not for the brand yet, but I promise at some point I'll show what it is that I'm building, what's the name of the brand, and this and that. So yeah, holy 18 minutes of the video. But if you stay to this point, I have a Discord. I host calls every single week at least once, and then I want to host more, and then hopefully more people join, and then build one of the biggest entrepreneur group of people, and then passionate people in the world. That'd be cool. So feel free to join, and then thank you guys so much for watching this video, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for more updates for the entire ecom journey. So yeah, subscribe and then follow to see the journey. Peace out. Have a good one. Chase your dreams.